I was like, look at this.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's podcast. Listen. I am excited, y'all. I have an amazing guest on tonight. You all know every time I have my podcast, I have an amazing guest. So make sure that you go ahead and like and share this podcast. Share the link with your friends, with your family, because this guest that I am going to be talking to tonight, she has an amazing story on how she pivoted from various things that took place in her life. And guess what, y'all? She is still standing. On tonight, I have LaDonna. LaDonna, say good evening to everyone.
Good evening, everybody. So glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Now, LaDonna, pronounce your last name for the audience because I want to make sure that I pronounce it correctly.
It's Flournoy.
Flournoy, okay, but we got LaDonna Monique on tonight.
Yeah.
Again,
that's my platform name.
Platform name. I love it. So, LaDonna, just to get started, how was your day? Just to kind of unpack.
Thank
Both
you
of us had busy
so
days, so we just want to
much.
kind of wind down just for a few minutes. So, how was your day today?
I had a 3-day weekend off, and I got back today at work in the swing of things. And you take 3 days off, you forget passwords because you don't think about work. I don't when I'm off, and so for 3 days. But we celebrated my mom's birthday yesterday, and she's 72. And I just had a wonderful weekend. Got back to work, and what I do is I point at the building. Every single day when I'm a night auditor, I point at the building at nighttime and I command my day. I command my shift. So yes, my day was wonderful. It was wonderful.
I love it. So you stated that you command your day. So you
Command
just
it.
speak
I
these
speak it.
positive words of
Absolutely.
affirmation over your day. And
Absolutely.
basically, whatever you speak and command your day, that is the actual
I
result of your day. Is that
command
what you
my
just stated?
day. And I love, here's the truth. Here's the truth. I say something like, God, allow the opportunity to be open to where a person comes to me, or I come to a person and be able to tell them about you. Or I'll say something like, allow me to shine so bright so that they know it's more than Vaseline on my face. You know what I'm saying? They will know by just me coming into the room. Wow, that girl right there is different. And that's what I do. And always there's confirmation. Ma'am, I love your smile. I love it. There's something about you. And people might not always know, it's Jesus Christ, but they'll be able to say something is different about you. And that's
Yes. So it's amazing just hearing you speak in regards to your smile, how
yes,
your smile can
yes,
actually help someone pivot from being in a
absolutely.
bad mood to a
Absolutely.
more upbeat and positive mood. So
Yes.
that makes a difference. Look,
Mhm.
LaDonna, we already have some people that have tuned in on tonight. So I want to recognize these people. All right. And y'all know that I recognize you. So make sure that you show up in the comment section. I have to see your name in the comment section to shout you out. And LaDonna also
Love it.
want to see who's represented on tonight. My husband is on. He said it's showtime, ladies. Yes, we were a tad bit late, but he was already in the room waiting for us. Yes, it is showtime. He said, hello. Good evening. We're here. We're finally here, honey. Leticia is here. Your sister is
Oh,
here.
hi
She
there.
said hello from Jersey. Hello, Leticia. Thank you so much. Did I pronounce her name correctly,
You
LaDonna?
did. Yes, you did.
Okay, gotcha. She said, that's my sissy. Yes, your sissy is on tonight. Regina is on.
Hey,
Hello,
Regina.
Regina. She said, hey, beautiful. Glad I made it. Look, Regina, I'm glad you are here because you're going to be inspired by LaDonna's story on tonight. So again, if you're watching, go ahead, like and share this podcast. We're streaming live on 3 different platforms tonight. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and you know what? LinkedIn. Y'all going to get this good on tonight. All right. We're pivoting with a little different conversation on tonight. But guess what? You're going to get inspired on tonight over there in the LinkedIn community. It can be today for some people. I keep saying tonight, but wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in, you're going to be inspired. Now, I know, LaDonna, that you have experienced so much in your life. And we're going to talk about that on tonight. But we got to say Rashida is on, Rashida Potts. This is another sister, right?
Oh my gosh. Hey there.
Right. Hello, Rashida. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I know the Everett sisters are proud that their sisters on this podcast. So y'all go ahead and share that podcast and let everybody know that y'all oldest sister is on Lenora Lassiter Pivot to Your Purpose podcast. So let's dive into our conversation. As I stated, you have experienced so much. And let's talk about, as of recent, you had a major health scare. Talk about that health scare. What was the experience like? And how did you pivot back to who you are, pivot to the person that you are now from that health scare? Can you just talk to the audience a little bit about that story?
Absolutely. It's amazing how this has happened to me. You know, things in life will happen. You know, how did this happen to me? You know, but I'll just start from first. It started with my eyes first. I've always had 20/10 vision, which means I can see like Superman. I actually went to the ophthalmologist because I could see so well. I would read sales signs across the street, like far away. And I said, I don't think people can see like this. I remember signing a check one day, and the signature line is actually words. And one day those words came to me, and I read everybody thinks it's a line that you sign your check, and it's actually words, and I read it. I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to the doctor. And I had 20/10. I stand today with 20/40. And, but I just thought that's odd that I had to have more than perfect vision, start getting a little dizzy. For me, it started off with deja vu. And I would have deja vu more than 10 times a day. I remember I worked at Cape Fear Valley in the human resources department. And I would ask my coworkers, am I walking funny? Like I needed to V8 those commercials. Like I was walking, to me, sideways. And I went and got checked out, and come to find out I had a brain tumor. It was meningioma, and it was non-cancerous, thank the Lord. But the fact is, it was there. And I immediately went like this. And I really want somebody to catch what I'm saying, because my sister Rashida told me just a little bit prior, just in conversation. I didn't know I'd have to use what she said like 2 weeks later. But I said, y'all, what happened? Like, did you find out? And they said, yeah, a little sweet lady said, we found a brain tumor. You're going to need brain surgery. And I heard her. And before I could allow doubt to come in my mind, I went just like this. I want somebody to take this and just throw it away. And that's exactly what I did. The nurse was like, what are you doing? I said, I heard what you said, but I don't accept what you said. Because y'all, what you feed, you will allow to grow. Isn't that anything? Isn't that children? Your baby, you got to feed him or her, or it won't grow. A plant, a pet, anything you feed, you are allowing to grow. And I just said, I will not feed into fear. I know what I see on the monitor. I know about the CAT scan, the MRI, all of that says that I have a tumor, but it's not. So I took it and I threw it somewhere, but it was not to me, and I did not claim it. And so I waited. Honestly, I waited because I was not going to say my tumor. You'll see some people, my cancer, my high blood pressure, my back, my foot kills me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will not talk like that, period. And so, people's like in the tumor community, those that have had, it's been diagnosed, they'll say, I named mine Arthur and I named mine Betty, and now you're taking ownership and you're naming it. I refuse to do that. So my mother, a powerful woman of God, she said, I noticed something. She took me and said, I noticed that you don't ever say my tumor or my illness. And I said, you won't hear me say it because it's not mine.
Wow.
This is a situation in life. That's what it is. So when you're faced with anything, it's just a situation in life. And I had the operation, and even up to the day they prepped me and everything, the gentleman said, do you have any more questions, anything you want to ask? I said, yes. Do you take a machine and just put it up one more time to show that it's not there? And he kind of smirked like you're right, like it's not there. This girl doesn't know what she's talking about. And I said, right, that is not there. Long story short, it was there. I did have brain surgery. 9 hours it took. But
oh my goodness.
Look at me. I was told during prep, I will not be able to use my left side because it was on the right side. Won't be able to speak. They dislocated this jaw. So when I smile, honey, there's some stuff behind the smile. I'm telling you, yes, learning to talk and to walk, even with the walker, I remember saying, this is not me. This is not me. Like I see me in a walker and I see me with, people help. This is not me. And just tell yourself whatever it is, it's not you. Yeah, I get it. You're having to go through it. Okay, it's a sign to you, but this is not you. You will come out of it. And not only did I come out of it after 9 hours of surgery, I remember sitting up and going, be, se, de. So now I'm using my left hand. I'm speaking another language, and I'm doing sign language at the same time. That's 3 things that they said I could not do. And I did it.
Wow. LaDonna, that's powerful.
God is good.
Yes, he is amazing. He is amazing. And I love what you stated. I'm going to flash this comment on the screen here. Regina said, preach, honey, right? She is really giving us some really great inspirational messages on tonight and just letting us know we don't have to take ownership of the things that have been basically diagnosed in our life. Iris is on. Thank you so much, Iris, for watching. I like what you stated. You stated what you feed is basically what will grow. Mm-hmm. So you knew that you were diagnosed with this tumor, but you were like, you know what? My faith in God, I know that He is going to heal me from this brain tumor.
Absolutely.
He's going to carry me through the process. And I like what you stated. You didn't say my, because when you say my, that's taking ownership. I don't know what words you use, but you could have just said that brain tumor, that brain tumor is going to leave away from me. And you did not buy into the fear. And I love that, because oftentimes people, when they face difficult situations in their life, they will allow fear to consume them. And it is so important not to allow fear to consume them. So how long did it take for you to kind of gain your mobility back? And Leticia stated, look at a miracle. She is a miracle, right, Leticia? It's amazing. Your oldest sister is a miracle. So how long did it take you to gain your mobility back?
Full strength, about 1 month. And that is highly unusual for those that have had brain surgery. The mobility is off. I mean, it's like very easy to fall. This is your Grand Central Station. that right there, that's it. That's it. Yeah. And so bending down could cause, spinning room, anything like that. So I just took my time. But I want to say I stayed with my parents for that length of time. And my mother is so caring, very patient. It's like she was overprotective. I'm not somebody that wants all that, like feeding. Like, why are you feeding me? I can do it myself. It's going to take all day, but I can do it myself. I want to. And she would just come in the room, and I pick at her now, and I've said, Mom, you took such great care of me that I wanted to heal myself. Like I wanted to be out of your house because you were doing too much. But yeah, within, this is the truth. Surgery was on Tuesday. I was out of Chapel Hill. Okay. Even that is just a blessing within itself, because Dr. Ewan, EWEND, he is, and you research what I'm saying, he is the chairman of the board for neurosurgeons at Chapel Hill. At least he was at that time 2 years ago. And it's only been 2 years, you all. He said, I don't know why I don't know how they do it, to have people assigned to your situation for your surgery. But he said, I just felt compelled to take yours. I am the head doctor here at this place. I don't need to, I show people how to, do brain surgeries. I don't necessarily do this anymore. I've been doing it for a long time, but I chose yours. And I was like, look at this. Would you hear what this man, he didn't know. Yes, the doctor of the doctors at Chapel Hill performed the surgery. And I'm telling you, that was on a Tuesday. I was well enough to go home that same Thursday. I was in church service on Sunday after brain surgeries. My head was wrapped up very well. I sat down the whole time, but if I can't say a word, you know how we say it?
Yes.
God's going to really test it. Okay, let's see what you can do, So what it's done is really made me almost militant. I'm going to be honest. Like, Pastor, I can't come in because I got the sniffles. If you don't get your behind up in this church, I don't want to hear about sniffles, and I crack my back, and I just, trying to go with brain surgery and a wrapped up head, praising God the best way you know how. Yeah,
I love it. I love it, LaDonna.
God is good. He is so good to us. But
yes,
I'm a living testimony. Sure.
You definitely are, and he is definitely good. Regina says she is I am person. I am mean to bring to existence. Oh, I love that, Regina. I love that. I love that so much. And this woman pivoted, y'all, back from brain surgery. And look at her. She's beautiful. I mean, she is beautiful, and she's still doing amazing things. And I want to just bring a few things here on the screen, because I noticed earlier you talked about fear. And I kind of watched you on social media, how you kind of like conquered some of the fears that you had. So I just want to add this here to the stream here. Talk about what's going on in this picture.
Okay, I have always had arachnophobia all of my life. That's a big word for fear of spiders, okay? I mean, the smallest house spider, I just couldn't walk past the door. I would just want to faint, sweaty palms. I mean, the whole nine, real arachnophobia. And recently, I called a pet shop here in our city, and I said, do you have tarantulas? And they said, yes. I said, I want the biggest one that you have, and I will be there in 30 minutes. That's what I told them. I have been to that place before, and none of the employees, including the owner, the mother, she would not touch it. She said, go to my son. I went to a son. He said, there's no way I'm opening that cage. The mom was like, I have a trap door. I throw food in it, and then I just close the door. I'm not touching the spider. So that's why I pre-called another owner. The son was there, and he said, yes, I will certainly show you the spider. When I got there, I said, I want to hold it, because I have always lived with a fear of spiders. And they gave me a red striped leg tarantula. And it's not that clear, but my son was filming and he was horrified. He was like, no, I'm not, I'm not getting close to that thing. Y'all, when I held that tarantula, there was such a calm. I'm on video and you can see it. And I'm just like, this. But, I thought instantly about the devil. The Bible says, when we see him, he was like, really? That's what tore me up? That's what kept me from winning? He's the puny little demon that allowed all this stuff to happen that I allowed because I feared him. And now when I see a spider, I'm not going to ever tell you I'm going to go hold a camel spider, but I am going to tell you I have been faced with him after this, which has only been a few months ago, and I'm okay. I've gone to him and like held him so I can bring him outside. I don't want to kill him anymore. That's the thing that kept me from going to point B. And the next thing I'm sure she's going to, I won't go too ahead of Lenora, but that is just one thing that I had to conquer, and I'm okay. I really am.
Love it, love it, love it. We're going to go to a quick commercial. We're going to show the audience something else. Now, we're talking about pivoting. This woman has pivoted. This amazing woman has pivoted back from brain surgery. She also pivoted from her fear of spiders. What are you going to pivot from?
Come on.
What are you allowing to hold you captive? What things are you allowing to keep you back? Are you ready to pivot from those things? She has provided us with some amazing stories. So guess what? You can pivot too. We're going to continue this conversation right after this commercial.
Are you in need of a good night rest? It seems as if you are waking up and your back is aching. Well, then you need to head on over to My Next Mattress Outlet. My Next Mattress Outlet is located at 5945 Cliffdale Road, Suite 1102 in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Head on over there. They have different mattresses based upon your needs. Not only will your back thank you, but also the kiddos will enjoy it too. Make sure that you're able to get a great night of rest once you pay your visit to My Next Mattress. My Next Mattress have various mattresses for different needs. Again, My Next Mattress is located at 5945 Cliffdale Road, Suite 1102, Fayetteville, North Carolina, 28314, offering military discounts and senior citizens discounts.
All right, so make sure that you check out My Next Mattress Outlet for your new mattresses. Again, don't forget to share and like this podcast. And if someone sent some stars, listen, thank you for the stars. Sherry Dawson Williams stated, great testimony. It was a great testimony. But y'all thought that she got over her fear of a spider. We're going to see something else that LaDonna basically overcame. We're going to check out this quick clip right here. So y'all hang tight and enjoy this clip.
You're here at XP, jumping out of a plane. You were talking.
Yeah, just personal victories. People are dropping dead like flies, and it's a whole bunch of coulda, shoulda, woulda. Yeah. I wish I was taller. I wish I was thinner. I would just do it. Live life.
Hell yeah.
Live life to the fullest. I mean it.
It's a great mentality.
Yep, just get it done. No more procrastination.
For sure.
LaDonna, this one's for you. I do stuff for everybody else. Honestly, it's for my children. You can do it. Lydia, you can be that veterinarian. Layden, go ahead and do the FBI stuff you want to do. Get it done. Let's go.
I love it. We're going to have so much fun in the sky.
Yes.
Give me a high five. Woo!
Wow.
My goodness.
Oh my goodness. Sherry Dawson Williams just stated, ain't no way I'm jumping out. No plane, laugh out loud. I would have passed out from the time I stepped on the plane. Listen, oh my goodness, Sherry. Regina said she is bad to the bone because I could never jump out of a perfectly good helicopter. Leticia says, screaming, listen, y'all, I was over here like,
I
this
know.
girl is literally jumping out of an airplane.
With gas in it. They said it had gasoline in it too, and I still chose to jump. You have to jump like emergency landing type stuff, but that was not. It was a perfectly good plane. So yeah, I let's get it. Let's get it. Just like I did.
Wow. Leticia says, so emotional to see her dreams come true. I actually had goosebumps when you were like, just do it. I've done everything for other people. I'm doing something for myself. And then you say that I'm doing this for my babies.
Yes.
Your two beautiful babies.
Oh,
and then you were telling them, hey, you can be what you want to be. Whatever your heart desire, just do it. But let's talk about this plane, this jump from this plane.
This jump
what is going on in your head?
It came from childhood. My dad was a jump master in different states, you know, of different parts of the United States. And he had jumped, and growing up, we watched him. You know, we watched the Golden Knights and we watched all these air shows, and it fed into me. This is what I tell y'all. If you feed something, you allow it to grow. That's negative and positive. It works both ways. Feed into your dream. And before you know it, you are that CEO. You are that college graduate. You are whatever that you're feeding. And I would just look at him like he is the best dad in the world. This man just jumped from he's like Captain America to us. But it was something that stemmed, okay? It was a seed and it just grew. The day I got on that plane, there was already no fear because I told myself, if I could get in the car to go to Rayford, knowing what I had to do, that's already half the battle. Okay, it's already half the battle. You don't know. Okay, I get it. We will eventually, this flesh can't go to heaven, so you're going to pass away from something. But I knew it wasn't going to be jumping. I knew that. I had already told the Lord, this is my heart's desire. Come on. If we have a heart's desire, he'll see to it that it gets. So why do we limit him? I'm thinking, but God, we house and car, it may be a marriage. Some people might want to get married or babies. There you go, right there. Those 4 things. But what about something else? When I tell you, I'm about this a little golden nugget, like my dad. I'm about to give you a gold nugget.
Okay.
The Lord, my heart's desire was to go from a very low credit score because of some stuff that happened to where it is now. I spoke that out of my mouth, out of my heart's desire. I have wonderful credit, but it didn't always start like that. And it took a few years. It did. But because that was my heart, God, I don't want to have a 400. I don't want to have I want 750, 800. Okay, God did that. And it's so many things. If you can start off little, and that's what I want to encourage somebody. Don't maybe jump from a plane first and you don't know how to ride a bike. That probably isn't a good idea. But start baby steps and then you jump out of a plane. Steve Harvey has something that says jump, like he's a motivational speaker, but he says just jump. And that was my just jump, literally. And I did it. I got on that plane, no fear at all. No fear for brain surgery. No fear for holding that tarantula. None. I can't even, how did you feel? Were you scared? No, I really was not. And that's my heart. That's my honest to goodness truth. I live where I've lived for 11 years. I have a balcony. I didn't even stand on the balcony to look down. And the children be like, throw something. I cannot throw. I have 16 stairs and I can't even take like a shirt and throw it down at myself. It was doing too much to my heart. The fear of heights.
Wow. So LaDonna, you said something so powerful, and it also was conveyed in your clip that we just stated. You said just jump. So for the viewers that are out there who's watching and those who are watching the replay, you may be in a place in your life where you're at a decision like, should I go for this particular job that I'm eyeing, or should I start this business, or should I, whatever it is, should I purchase this home, or whatever your heart's desire is, you just have to jump. You just have to take the leap, because fear will have you talking yourself out of things.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't want to talk yourself out of the positive things that can take place in your life. Regina stated, you have to crawl before you walk. Absolutely. Definitely.
That's what I mean.
Sherry stated, Lenore Dawson Laster gave me my whole government name. Except you're missing the other name that's not on here. Your mom and dad are watching via YouTube. Hey, mama and daddy, thank y'all so much for watching. Jay is on. What's up, brother? Jay said, hey. He stated, yes, just jump. Absolutely, Jay. Roderick is on. Good evening, brother. Thank you so much for tuning in on tonight. I appreciate you all for sending stars. You're sending stars tonight. Listen, y'all, we moving up here in the world of Lenora Lassiter.
Yes.
Brianna, good afternoon, everyone. That's what Brianna stated. Hey, Bree, thank you so much for tuning in. Jay said, yes, take the leap. Yes, take the leap, because oftentimes, again, fear will keep you from taking the leap. Don't you agree with that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
LaDonna said she definitely agree. And Rashida just popped on here again and said, jump. I'm jumping. That's right. If I can jump without moving too much here and knocking my stuff over, Rashida, I would jump right now. But because I'm in this chair, I'm going to sit down. But my heart is jumping. My heart is jumping. Make the phone call.
Come on.
Put in the application.
Yeah.
Have the faith. Command your day. That's what she stated. Command your situation. Speak positive over your situation. Positive words, and allow God to just do wonderful things in your life. Now, I know you talked about briefly, you mentioned, and I alluded to it earlier, about your two beautiful children. I'm going to pop these beautiful children on the screen. Talk about these beauties.
Thank you so very much. I have my daughter Lydia, who is now 19, and her birthday is Thursday, little 20-year-old. And that's my son Layden, who is 14. I had Lydia 9.5 years after marriage. We just thought we could not have any children. I accepted it. Honestly, it's okay. It's okay with me. I had 4 miscarriages before Lydia. And
4 miscarriages?
4 miscarriages before her. The thing is, so did my parents. My parents had 3 miscarriages before me. And then the 4th child lived for just a few days. And my dad had to bury my sister, whose name was Gwendolyn. So that's four children. And then here I came, and they act like I just brought joy to them. But the same thing, that's 1973. Now, years later, 30 years later, I had Lydia, and what a joy. Just didn't think I could have any. After her, I had a miscarriage, and I thought, Lord, how can this happen to me? I could obviously have children, and now this cycle is starting all over again. I was crushed. And when I least expected it, Layden, both of them came from a hard place. But with Layden, I hadn't even spoken to my husband in a year, had not heard from him, had not seen him, nothing in a year. And I was married, but, people do what they want. And it was one of those phone calls. I tell people, I actually went to the hospital because I thought I had the flu. But no, I had Layden. I sure did. And so he's child number 7, pregnancy number 7. And God is good. But unfortunately, in this picture, they are at their father's burial. That's exactly what's going on in this picture. My only love, only boyfriend, all that, I watched him die. I held his hand, and the phone call that I received was, LaDonna, get your children here. You have your husband has 30 minutes to live. Wow. And I shared this with Lenore, but I'm telling the truth. When you get a phone call like that, you're not prepared. I mean, I was laying down, I was resting, and you have 30 minutes. I remember, see, I do a lot of stuff with my hands in the atmosphere because we're atmosphere changers.
Yeah.
That's what we do. And I remember pointing to the Lord, not in a, unruly way, but I said, God, if I be a true woman of God, you will grant Tavares more life than what the doctors are saying, giving him 30 minutes. And I said, if I be a true woman of God, I walked in that hospital and his sister greeted me. And later she said, I knew when I saw you that my brother would live longer than, at this point, like 10 minutes. I knew that my brother would live longer than 10 minutes. That's the type of person I will be. Not I want to. I am that person. We are atmosphere changers. Doesn't mean you're perfect. Doesn't mean you get stuff all, right all the time. But God has found favor in many of us. And he lived, you all, for 3 extra days. That's the kind of God that I serve. And I had so much time with him that I was able to hold his hand, and I'm just watching, the levels go down all the way to 0. And I told the nurse, I said, does this mean what I think it means? She said, yes, it does. She said, wait a minute, does he have tears? He was pronounced brain dead. He had a brain aneurysm. And he was crying, y'all. He was crying because I told him my heart. I knew he could hear me. He couldn't respond, but I told him how much I loved him and what it means to have a vow. And even though things did not go the way we had planned, I didn't even date. And I could have biblically, that's a long time, all these years. And I just know I have a living husband or ex-husband. And I told him that, and he started to cry. So that's the meaning of that picture. But we are well, and we pick up the pieces. I did want to say the month of May is when I jumped, because that month is dedicated to brain surgery, brain cancer, brain aneurysm, anything dealing with, the illness, sickness, diseases of brain. And I jumped in May for myself, and I jumped in May for the children's father. So yeah, get it done.
LaDonna, you are an amazing woman. Oh my goodness. Did y'all hear her story? Y'all gonna have to watch the replay to hear that story again. That was powerful. This woman had pivoted from multiple miscarriages, didn't think that she was going to have children, had children, then lost her children's father. Y'all, I'm telling you, her story is amazing. That's why she's on here on tonight. Listen, Jay stated my children both have L names too. Awesome, Jay. Leticia stated they were very joyful when I came along. Oh, that's what she said. Her parents were joyful when she came along. Yes, Leticia. Jay said, wow, I know Jay, her story, amazing. And he said, come on, favor. Sherry said, this is amazing. Isn't it, Sherry? Because you know what, Leticia, Laura, calling you Leticia, your sister, LaDonna, my sister and her husband also struggled with what is it called? They couldn't have children. Infertility. They didn't have any miscarriages, but they struggled with infertility. And God allowed her and her husband to have a child in their Abraham and Sarah days. No, I'm just kidding. She had her baby. I think, was it Sherry 42? Around that time. Okay, so Regina said, truly a woman of God. Brianna said, your resiliency is unmatched. Isn't it? Oh my goodness, Brianna, it is unmatched. And I forgot to put this comment on the screen. She stated earlier, happy early birthday. Rashida stated, no, they wasn't Leticia.
Oh, here we go.
It wasn't happy when you came around, Leticia. Oh my goodness, listen, that's just like sisters.
The baby.
That's just like sisters. And I just want to show this, and we're going to bring our show to a close. I want to show this slide here, because I think this is so important in your story as well. Your sisters, they're amazing. I know they're very, beneficial to you pivoting and being who you are as a person as well. So I wanted to show them. Also, I have to show You're a beautiful parent.
Look at there. Yesterday, my mother turned 72, and they have been married for 54 years. Is that, yeah, 54 years. Married at Pine Forest Senior. She was a senior, and just a beautiful life has happened to those people right there. Beautiful.
Wow, 54 years. And we can't forget your brother.
No way. Yeah, he may be watching. He's overseas, so we may have some overseas guess he usually does something. Now, this young man has definitely pivoted from in the military and starting an entire drum line overseas at a high school that had no music, anything. And he'll have to tell you who he just may be playing for in the near future. And it is huge. It's big.
All right. His name is Clarence, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So shout out to the Everett family. I'm telling y'all rocking and rolling. Y'all doing some amazing things. I tell you that. I'm going to read these final comments and we're going to bring the show to the close, but I have to flash your Avon link. We talked about that. Roger said, God made it happen. Definitely, Sherry. I know I wasn't trying to be funny. Please don't disconnect the podcast, sister. I know you working in the background. Please, I love you, sister. Did you see how the Everett sisters were kumbaya? Share that picture I showed, and they was just lovable. I need for you to stay and match that energy that was shown in that picture, please, sis, just for a little while. Okay, we almost there. Rashida said, I love Mo Winky. Oh, and Brianna stated, oh, amazing story. Rashida said, oh my God, Lenore, you're amazing. Thank you, Rashida. I appreciate you. Sherry says, so sweet. Leticia said, wow, you're amazing, Lenore. Thank you so much for sharing these photos. That's what it's all about. I want people to pivot to their purpose, and they have to hear other people's story of overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles to still pivot to their purpose. Yes, Sherry, you need a laugh. Okay. Okay. So you now matching the Everett sisters energy. I love it. I love it. Rashida stated, this interview has inspired me and your podcast is completely fire. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because listen, I work hard for this podcast and just with my branding and everything, just to bring positivity to the people and make a positive impact in the lives of others, because that is what it is all about. So you all please know this, that my beautiful friend here is also an Avon consultant. So if you need to purchase Avon, here is her link. Go support her. Y'all heard her story, and she still have to be this mother for her beautiful children, putting a child through college, have another school age child, and living is expensive.
Oh yeah.
Living is expensive. So help this beautiful mother out. Go and purchase some Avon products. It's about to get hot. Okay. The mosquitoes are about to start coming out, and they got all these different things. When the mosquitoes try to bite you, it slides right off your skin. I don't know the name of the product, but so y'all make sure that you guys check her out, and please do not forget to follow my podcast. And we got some other comments here. Sherry, you told me cutting, you still send us some messages. Regina stated, yes, it is. And yes, you do everything you do. Rashida also stated, I hear your voice at the Stella Awards. Your stages are waiting on you. That's for me, Rashida? Okay. Okay. Now I know y'all can sing. Y'all sisters bad too, but I receive that. That. Sherry stated, do y'all have the cream sugar lip gloss? I think that's Mary Kay, Sherry. But they got some lip gloss. She can find you some lip gloss. Regina, that's it. Skin so soft, right?
Yes, skin so soft. That's right.
Skin so soft. Rashida stated, sis, Steph said hello and she loves you. Rashida said, yes, Lenore, that message is for you. I appreciate you, Rashida. I received that. And I know my parents are watching and they receive it too, because the stages will enlarge. My territory will enlarge, just like y'all territory. LaDonna, it's been amazing. We're going to show these final clips, but I want you to stay on. Everyone else, please make sure that you like and share my page. Y'all follow me. Support this grand brand. And that the underlining of this brand is kingdom. All right. I love y'all. Hi, I'm Lenore Lassiter, career coach,
keynote speaker, author, and life coach, here to show you how to land your dream job and boost your income exponentially. Over the last 10 plus years in corporate America, I've helped over 20,000 career professionals with resume writing, interview preparation, and landing their dream job. Let's be honest, a lot of us women deal with challenges from self-sabotage, lack of confidence, imposter syndrome, and even PTSD from toxic work environments. How do I know? Because I have lived and breathed it myself. And now this is your opportunity to pivot in your career and in your life. Don't wait. Connect with me today at LenoraLassiter.com.
We're going to read these final comments because my sister commented too. So I'm going to read these. Rashida said, that's prophetic for you. I receive it. I do. Sherry said, no, it was Avon. Don't play me, okay? So hit up that link and go ahead and purchase that lip gloss you're looking for, sister. And Rashida says, Salon Glow is listening. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Rashida said, we love y'all. And Sherry said, awesome podcast.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I totally agree. It was an awesome podcast.
Woo.
And y'all, make sure that you share some love to someone, help someone so they can also pivot from their situation and pivot to their purpose. You all have a great, 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 great evening, morning, wherever you are in the world.
Right.